In this video, we're going to look at how to copy a ChemPoint Professional database from Microsoft Access to Microsoft SQL Server. Here I have my ChemPoint database open in Microsoft Access. I'm going to use the ChemPoint 7 sample that comes with the program. Here in SQL Server Management Studio, I have connected to my SQL Express 2 instance. And there are other videos on how to create a database in SQL Server and how to install SQL Server and SQL Server Express. Well, the first thing I want to do is create a new database for ChemPoint in SQL Server. I got a new database, SQL Server database, and I'm going to give it a name. And I'm going to create a script. I copy the script, and I go back to SQL Server Management Studio. Here are my databases, and I want to create a new database. I want to give it the same name that I used in the previous dialog in ChemPoint. I can leave everything else as a default. I go to New Query, and I can paste the script that I just created into this query window. I want to make sure that this name, ChemPoint Example, matches this name, ChemPoint Example, of the database I created. Nothing else in the script has to change. I click this button to execute the script. And now you can see I have all of my tables in the database. Now I'm going to go back to ChemPoint Professional. I can close this out. Now I go to the File menu and I select Duplicate Database. I select my source database, which is Microsoft Access. I want to select the database file. And here's my connection string. I then select my destination database, which is SQL Server. In this case, it's the local host, which is my local computer, and the instance name is SQL Express 2, and the database name is ChemPoint Example. I can see that here in SQL Server Management Studio. My connection is my local computer. In this case, they show the computer name, and it's a /SQL Express 2, and my database name is ChemPoint Example. So here I can verify my connection strings. I have the correct database for Access and the correct database for SQL Server. Now I click Transfer Data. And the duplication process is complete. I can go back to SQL Server and I can look at my facilities, and you'll see that all the facilities are there, all the sampling locations. Now I want to select that database so I can look at it. And here it is. It's the same facilities, the same data. But now I am in SQL Express.